Hey, you, welcome back. So over the weekend, Mark Steyn, guest host of this program, wrote a piece, National Review, on the Twilight of America. He thinks we're finished. So a guy responded to it. On The Corner, which is the blog, one of the blogs at National Review, Michael Auslin, I think is who it is. He says, Mark, I'm one of those hundreds of thousands unfortunate to live in Montgomery County, Maryland. I've been blessed with a return to Lonesome Dove experience last week. Temperatures in the triple digits. Your story on America's Twilight's spot on. Anyone knows who drives through miles of crumbling inner city, watches growing paralytic incompetence on the part of local, state, federal government. The only problem with our descent into civilizational breakdown is that it isn't quite efficient enough. It's happening too slowly. It's spread over too wide a canvas for much of the population that cares to make a last stand at Fort Freedom. Our collapse is real, but in a vast country of 300 million people, the long, agonizing shuffle up to Lover's Leap is hard to grasp. It happens in drips and drabs, while all of us instinctively know that we're soon going to be walking hand in hand to the tipping point of no return. Daily life offers us myriad opportunities to just adapt and acquiesce ever so slightly. So if the power company, after not having been able to turn on my power for 5 days, wants to jack up my monthly bill by $5, so what? Just another $66. I can handle that. My Maryland taxes went up 4.75% to 5.25%, while my lights went out. Well, I don't even really know how much extra that costs, but say another $300. Okay, I'll just tighten the belt a bit. It's just a little tax increase. Each retreat, each step backwards seems so small, and so much the better if I can take care of it by changing my own behavior. But we get numb to the cumulative effect, and we wind up making larger and larger compromises. I guess we won't redo the kitchen this year. Maybe we won't do the vacation. But that's just the way things are. Now we're headed there as a country. Can't intervene to stop Iran from getting a nuke? Well, maybe we can contain them. After all, we kept the Ruskies in their box for 45 years. Not enough airplanes to ensure we can protect American ground troops somewhere? Well, maybe that overseas contingency operation, maybe it isn't all that important. Nobody's going to attack us. It's no big deal. So what if Iran gets a nuke? It's nothing we can do. If we have to start raising interest rates to attract more buyers for U.S. bonds, well, I just won't think about the effect that has on business. It ain't going to affect me directly. So by the time enough of us see how diminished our lives become, and then demand some real hope and change, it may be too late. His point here is that this deterioration is not universal. It's happening in pockets. And when it does happen to you, like you lose your job, well, there's disability, or there's unemployment, or there are ways to deal with it. And you don't look at it as a loss of freedom. Most people don't. They just look at, well, have to deal with it. I have to make adjustments. I have to adapt. Rather than see it for what it is. Because that's hard. That's when you make a commitment to really stop all this and defend it, protect it, and take it the other way. That's really hard. And you say to yourself, I may not have to. It may fix itself on its own. We rely on the people of the country. People of this country are going to finally figure it out. And they're going to get rid of Obama. You wait and see. And they don't. And so that's his retort. And sadly, we have to continue this tomorrow. Back in just a second.